What's going on, guys? This is Kaishra. Welcome back. So we are back with another video. So in this video, we're going to cover OCG Metagame Report and deck list reviews from September 24 to 29. So this will be post ban list of October, limit regulation, and also pre and post WPP 2024. So we're going to cover the impact of ban list and also the WPP in this OCG metagame. So without further ado, let's start. So I believe we have browsed some of the topping lists here on my previous video, but we're going to cover an extended one of new tournament results from yesterday and today. So we do have Kodai tournament, and we do have Zodiac starting off first. It was recently buffed by the ban list, unbanning the Trident, and you now have more optimal plays to do going first with the Trident pass, and you're also able to play around max effectively when you can just end on Trident. And also, this deck doesn't even run the Utopic Duo, so it's pretty much fine to play Trident at this point. And the 3 Zeus definitely makes a lot of sense when you can ramp up Zeus after Zeus after Zeus and just wipe the opponent from every card that they're going to place on their board. So this is ridiculously strong, and we are going to see a lot of Zodiacs in this week. So moving on, we do have Blue Eyes. So Blue Eyes definitely a top deck right now, no? Many people are still not sold on Blue Eyes, but I do believe that Blue Eyes is one of the most represented deck in the OCG right now, especially on the previous 2 weeks since the release of SD47. Next we do have Branded, so it was also boosted by the ban list with the Branded opening going into 2. So you have more consistency on this deck, and you're able to play around roll effectively much better. And moving on, next we do have Metabit, of course, a very safe deck. You couldn't go wrong with Metabit. Once you go Metabit, there's no turning back because this is a very safe deck and very stunning in a literal sense. Most opponents doesn't have any outs to the Pachi, to the Border, or the Raion. No? So really hard matchup for meta decks out there. Next would be another Zodiac, but this time with Horus and True Draco. Very interesting mixture of these three engines, with the True Draco having access towards the control of this deck, and also the Zodiac enabling to go second with the Zeus plays, and Horus definitely improves the resiliency of this deck. And moving on, we do have Drydron. So this didn't even play the Eva, because Eva was just released from the ban list going into R2, but this player didn't opt to play Eva, so he just parried the new support of Drytron with the standard vanity. And yeah, it played Sphere mode definitely makes a lot of sense because you don't really commit your normal summon on this deck. Next would be Finsmith with Visas, interesting. So this could be very innovative in a sense that you could go into the Close Sky Goddess early on this deck, and potentially make the Omni Negate threats on your board with this array and also Baron de Fleur, no? Next, moving on, we do have uh, Korean tournament. First would be Alter Guys. So very grindy, no? Very neat and grindy deck. There's not many decks that could go toe to toe against this deck on prolonged periods. That's why I believe this could be really underrated right now, considering that most matches would go into longer periods. And next would be Constellar or Teller Knights. Yeah, Teller Knights. So the skip turn deck. And moving on next, we do have Whitewoods Toy Box with triple check in game, no? Interesting option to boost the consistency. Next would be Gotti. Interesting choice. So yeah, I played the Synchro of Ice Jade and also the Dragite. Moving on next, we do have Ryzel or Ryzel. It has been the trend that people are now playing two field spell on Ryzel, because on the week 1 of DBCB, people are playing 3 or sometimes 1 in the main deck, but players now are opting to play 2. I believe 2 is the correct number for this. Next would be Marineford TCG tournament in Korea. First of the Gimmick Puppet, it was not addressed by the ban list, so it is going to still ramp up FTKs every time. Once you don't have the correct out to this deck, you are getting screwed by the FTK line of Gimmick Puppet. Next would be Fire King, no? Fire King Snake Eyes. So this could be the best way to play Snake Eyes right now with the Fire King. Of course, with the Ponix and Garunix and the intangibles of Fire King that it offers for your deck to be able to play around hand traps effectively. But on the flip side, you are going to have bricks on your end. That's the issue of this deck right now. And next would be Blackwing. So very underrated deck right now. Potentially could be a good rogue deck option, but sadly it was not patronized by many people. Next would be Centurion Finsmith. Even though they have lost copies of Engraver, people are still playing Centurion with Finsmith. Maybe it is better than the pure version of Centurion. I'm not really sure, but I do prefer the Centurion pure version at this point. Next would be Rescue Ace, Snake Eyes. With Azamina, of course. Without Finsmith, yeah, without Finsmith. So, interesting option to play Rescue Ace. And just play the Ash and Poplar and Flamberge, no? All together with the Azamina cards. Next would be Malice, once again. Triple Bestial. It has been a thing for quite a while now. The Baldrake and Druisworm are pretty much included on everyone's Malice main deck. Next would be Ryzel once again. So triple Artifact Lancea into the side deck makes a lot of sense due to how popular the Malice is, especially in Japan, no? Malice is the second most represented deck out of all the decks in the meta right now. It is probably even with Ryzel, but Ryzel is more successful. Next would be next place is a huge tournament in Japan. We do have Ryzel, first place, play the Spirit Engine. Next would be Malice once again. So he didn't opt to play Fuaros into the main deck. Instead, it is just on side deck. Next would be Ryzel with double talent into the main deck. Next would be Voices Voice with 3 Purulia and only 2 Fuaros. Oh, it is playing 1 into the main deck. And moving on, we do have Mementotlan. So Mementotlan with Goblin Biker cards makes the deck more resilient and consistent. Next would be Unchained. So this could be the best Finsmith variant right now. Even though Finsmith was nerfed, the 2 has still synergy between the Fin monsters and the Finsmith itself, of course. So yeah, really solid choice right now. Next would be Labyrinth with DPE. Wow, it has been a while since we have seen DPE package on everyone's main deck. The last time was 2022, yeah, on the January 2022, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Finsmith and the DPE package shouldn't coexist together. But yeah, I think Labyrinth, the hero, could be something. Yeah, I believe this could be really something right now. Went undefeated, no, on the tournament, and also played Dragoon as a Waking the Dragon target. Next would be Blue Eyes with Shen Shen. So Shen Shen is like your live Macrocosmos, and bunch of interesting tech cards played were Art Doe and also the Jack in the Hand. Next would be Snake Eyes with Magician Souls. This has been the trend for Snake Eyes, coping deck list. Of course, you want to play Magician Souls to improve the consistency of the deck. Next would be Branded 60, of course. This has been the most optimal way to play Branded right now for quite some time already. And next would be another Snake Eyes, of course, with Triple Magician Souls. Next would be Spiral. It got quick fix back into 3, but I do believe that the format is really tough for the Spiral to shine. Next would be Trap Tricks. So yeah, didn't play Retaliating Sea, no? Just played Triple Droll. Of course, to answer the Ryzel. Next would be Blue Eyes once again with Primordial. And bunch of Port Breakers into the side deck. Double Dark Ruler and played evenly. Next would be Unchained. Another Unchained, no? With Chaos Hunter, wow. Interesting choice to answer the Malice matchup. Next would be Tri Brigade Horus, Sprite, and Nimble Engine. Yeah, really solid deck, but a lot of engines going on in this deck. Next would be Labyrinth, Pure, wow. Without Finsmith, yeah, without Finsmith, just played bunch of traps. Next would be Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon with Bestials into the main deck. Only one Saronir, no? Quite odd. Next would be Gimmick Puppet with Horus. Yeah, generic FTK shenanigans. Very evident and very toxic. Next would be... What is this? Snake Eyes, Illusionist, and RDA. Resonator, yeah. So basically good stuff, no? Snake Eyes, basically, you just went full blown because you have a lot of R1 already. One one Poplar, one Wanted, and one Ash, and one Bonfire as well, no? So yeah, really massive hits towards the Snake Eyes. Next would be Labyrinth once again with the Roma Cannon. Oh, Labyrinth Trap Tricks. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This could be really spicy. And Jay played Summon Limit into the main deck. Even though you are going to summon a lot, no, on Trap Tricks, Summon Limit is still played. Interesting choice. Next would be Sky Striker as a Mina. With Wonder can be only one, no, into the main deck. And also played one Ghost Ogre and double Veiler. Odd choices. Yeah, very odd. Next would be Goblin Biker Finsmith. 50 card, wow. Very odd number to play a deck. But it could work because you have a lot of one card combos, and of course it is nerf towards the Ryzil. Once you are paired with Goblin Biker or Goblin Rider, you are definitely going to screw a lot of Ryzil with the detach effects of Goblin Bikers. Next would be Fluandris. Yeah, Fluandris with Book of Moon. Probably makes a lot of sense because Veiler is played, Ogre is played, and the Dominus cards are relevant as well, no? So yeah. Next would be Ryzil. Yeah, Ryzil. Double Desires. And no Prosperity. And play the third copy of Field Spell into the side deck. Next would be Fire King Tri Brigade. This has been the second Fire King Tri Brigade. Oh, yeah, probably. And I played the Sanctum package and also the Barrier. So you're just going to fetch off those cards with Trust. Next would be Malice. So only played 2 Allure. And of course, the newly semi-limited Gold Sark could be a massive boost, no? Considering that Malice is already that strong. And next would be Ryzil, with a more balanced approach of playing board breakers into the main deck with Ultimate Slayer. Yeah, interesting. Next would be True Draco. Oh my goodness. True Draco, definitely a deck to look out for. With Masterpiece being unbanned, it is very, very horrifying to face against this deck. And some decks doesn't have outs towards this deck. And you're just definitely going to just lose once you are paired with a True Draco and the deck went first and established a solid amount of board. It is really unwinnable on some decks. Next would be Marine Says, wow. So hand trap deck basically, no? Played 3, 6, 9, and 2 Droll and 2 Nibiru, and also triple Imperm. So basically hand trap deck. And champion of Marineford TCG. Wow, interesting. Next would be Tenpai Dragon. Oh my goodness. This is the first Tenpai Dragon that we have seen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is spicy. It is playing the Masked Dragon and also the Ultimate Slayer into the main deck. Wow, this could be innovative towards making Tenpai Dragon viable. Considering that Mask Dragon is very underrated and it didn't even soft play, no, on the previous Tenpai build. But now people are experimenting the Mask Dragon. And I believe it is top 4 or top 8 in the tournament. Yeah, decent. Yeah, decent showing. Next would be, oh my goodness, this is the epitome of gas. Yeah, I believe Azamina with Sinful Spoils with Infernoid, definitely a deck that could outgas everyone in the room. Next would be Malice once again. Yeah, triple Droll, triple Nibiru. Bunch of hand traps in this deck. And only one Allure. Next would be Labyrinth once again. Played the Labyrinth setup. And just played Ice Dragon Prison. I wonder what it is for. Probably Malice, no? I'm not really sure what is the Ice Dragon wants to do right now. Potentially Ryzel, but it doesn't really hurt Ryzel too much, probably. And next would be Malice and Triple Allure. And didn't play Droll. Yeah, didn't play Droll and Nibiru. And no Ash Blossom. Oh my goodness, no Ash Blossom into the main deck. Really bold. So not afraid of the Force and Maxi any at all. Next would be another Tenpai Dragon. This is a more standardized list than earlier. Went for 2, not bad, yeah. With 1 Chundra, you couldn't do much about this deck. You're just going to rely on your Force and Purulia to get your engines going on and just draw into the board breakers. Next would be Mementotlan. Yeah. Triple Droplet. Interesting choice. Next would be Tetsushare Tournament in Japan. First would be Fire King. Played Gamma package. Even though it is not playing Delta, no? Just play the original Gamma and Driver. Next would be, what is this? Oh, Exodia. Yeah, Exodia. Yeah, really solid deck. I believe it could still top tournaments. And next would be Tenpai Dragon. So now we are seeing people trying to do what everything they can. But I believe this is outdated. Yeah, it is just a mix into the report. Because it is playing 3 Chundra. And yeah, next we do have Blue Eyes. We do have seen a less of Blue Eyes right now, no? I believe Blue Eyes was more represented on the previous week. But yeah, people are now shifting towards the Ryzel and Malice more. Next would be Ryzel. Speaking of the devil, we do have another Ryzel here. Went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 2 in the tournament. And very standard deck list, no? Didn't play Force into the main deck. Just played triple Talent and triple Droplet. And only 1 field spell. Very notable. Next would be Earth Good Stuff. Yeah, Earth Good Stuff. No Ash Blossom, once again. Could be the semi-limiting of Maxi will uh, allow people to disrespect the Ash Blossom. We have seen 2 lists already that are not playing Ash Blossom. Let's see if the semi-limit Maxi will drastically change the main deck philosophy of most people. And next would be Blue Eyes once again. And played Triple Lancea. And moving on, we do have Drytron once again. And once again, no Eva, no? And also played Triple Lava Golem instead of Sphere Mode. Next will be Sky Striker. So we have seen a lot of Sky Striker already in this report. Probably 2 or 3, no? At this point. And they're all playing Azamina. Yeah, Azamina definitely boosted the Sky Striker. Next would be Ryzel once again. Triple Purulia. Oh, triple Force and double Purulia. The picture was very blurry. Next would be Ziyark Magician. This has been the first Pendulum deck that we have seen, no? So things are pretty bad for the Pendulum decks due to how popular the Fuaros and Purulia is. Next would be Mementatlan once again. And yeah, standard. Next would be Hagetaka CS in Japan. First would be Goblin Biker 50 once again. So 2 Goblin Biker in our report. Next we do have Ryzil. Yeah, same list as earlier, probably. And next would be Malice playing the Black Goat Loves into the side deck. Next would be at Ignister. Very good alternative if you don't want to play the Malice, just go into a different link-based deck now, and you could pretty much do a decent amount of combating against the meta. And also played the Appointer of Red Lotus, so you're relying on the trust to get the Appointer and the barrier. Next would be Ryzil once again. Play triple Solemn Judgment into the main deck. Yeah, really interesting. Didn't opt to play Strike and just play the second copy of Judgment in the form of Iron Thunder. Next would be Runic, of course. Runic will be always here. And play triple D Fissure. Really interesting. Even though Ryzil and Malice could play around Fissure effectively, yeah, I'm not really sold on playing D Fissure right now. Next would be Tenpai Dragon. So this time played Double Lightning Storm. And only one Dora Draco, no? Even though you have lost Chundra, people are still not playing on 3 Dora Draco or Dora Drora. I believe Dora Dora is the new name of this card. I'm not really sure. Next would be Voice's Voice. Yeah, standard. Just play Dominus Purge into the main deck. Next would be, what is this? What even is this? What the freak is this? Oh, Malice, yeah. Malice. Yeah, standard. Next would be Yubel. The first Yubel that we have seen. So, people are not really sold on playing Yubel, but this went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-1. And probably the champion of the tournament, Nightcap Volume 2. So, this could be the best reference that you could look at to play Yubel right now. Despite the nerf of this deck, it could still win. As you can see, it went 6-1, no? So, definitely still solid, but not as consistent as before. Next would be Blue Eyes with Word Art Doe once again. And just played the Gamma package once again. Yeah, very odd. Next would be Heroes. It is very exciting to anticipate the new support of Hero. Whether it will take the deck into the next level, we will soon find out after Suda. Next would be Voice's Voice once again. And just standard. Next would be Droplet CS. First would be Ryzil. And moving on next, we do have Tenpai Dragon. I believe this is the same list as earlier. And Ryzil once again with Artifact Sanctum package. And next would be Snake Eyes Farking as a Mina. Still solid, no? I have rated this deck very high on the tier list that I have made because I still believe that this deck would perform. Next would be Ryzil once again. Double Ghost Ogre. Very solid against the Duo Drive, no? Once you Ghost Ogre the Duo Drive, it won't resolve. And next would be Ryzil once again. Bunch of Ryzils. So we are seeing the clear best deck right now in the form of Ryzil. Next would be Malice once again. With Mistaken Arrest. Wow. Interesting choice. Next would be 1923 CS in Korea. First would be Ryzil. This time opted to play Solemn Strike into the main deck. Next would be Malice. And just standard. Next would be Branded 46. Wow. Didn't went 60. Just played 46. And next would be Ryzil with Shark Engine. It is less popular now. People used to be playing more Sharks in Ryzil. but now it is lesser than ever. Next would be Amagasa CS in Japan. First would be Labyrinth with triple trap trick and one goes in much. Next would be Ryzil, triple Solemn Strike once again. And next would be Malice. And next would be Ryzil with triple droplet. Next would be Matsumoto CS in Japan. First would be Malice. Yeah, standard. Next would be another Malice. So clear second best deck at this moment. Next would be Fire King Tri Brigade with Destiny Hero. And triple sales ban, wow. So you're probably going to call Droll or Nibiru. Yeah, probably Droll. Most impactful hit on this deck. Next would be Spiral. 2 Spiral on our part, no? Not too shabby. And moving on next, we do have Duel Salon tayo or Sun CS. First would be Chimera Finsmith. Without Beatrice, no? Just went the Caesar route because you don't have options, you don't have Beatrice anymore. And next would be Malice once again with Matmech Engine. Next would be Blue Eyes. Triple Piris Race map into the main deck. Different take on the previous work art though and Jack in the Hand. Next would be Mechanico, my goodness. It is playing the new WPP cards. Wow. Yeah, I believe it was a new engine on this deck from WPP. Next would be Sana. Shoutouts to our twice fans here in our channel. Next would be Malice. Double droplet. Yeah, only 2 droplet. Next would be Purely. Wow. I never thought that we are going to see Purely early this format. They have gotten the third, my friend. Could be a decent boost for the deck. And you're just missing out 1 Delicious and 2 my friend. Rather Sleepy Memory. Next would be At Ignister. Standard. Next would be, what is this? KO60. Yeah. Malice with Thunder. Oh, it is not playing Thunder Dragon. Just playing Bestial and Malice with Necrophase. Wow. Really crazy deck building here. Next would be Sky Striker. Fourth Sky Striker in our part. This time didn't opt to play Azamina. Wow. Sky Striker. Really interesting. Really budget as well, no? Considering that this doesn't even play the Fuaros. So you're just banking on Droll and Ghost Ogre to do the work on this deck. Next would be Marineford TCG tournament in Korea. First would be Matmech. Yeah, Matmech. It has been a while since we have seen Matmech. Next would be Centurion with, what is this? Centurion with Sword Soul Engine. Yeah, interesting choice. Next would be Mementotlan. 1 Nibiru. Very odd. And double Bell. I wonder what Bell is for. Yeah. Really underrated card right now. Next would be Runic. The ban played on. Oh my goodness, this is crazy for Runic. Once you play this card, the Ryzel and Malice would suffer a lot. Especially Ryzel, no? The Ryzel cannot do anything against this card. They don't have outs against this, especially if they're not playing the Donor or Little Knight. Yeah, really insane floodgate to stop the Ryzel. Next would be Mementotlan. So we have seen a lot of Mementotlan tops in this week. Next would be Chimera. Branded. Yeah, I played Branded Fusion as well. And next would be Branded. I am really lost in translation when I saw the arts from the white book of Branded. Really crazy art from the alter arts of those cards. I believe this is Ecclesia and Albaz, no? Next would be Ryzel. 44 card. Wow. Quite bold. Next would be Osakana CS in Japan. First would be another Ryzel. And next would be Voices Voice. Solid showing from Voices Voice, no? They have 5, 6 in our report. Next would be Goblin Biker. So Goblin Biker could be the most anti-meta thing that you could play in this format because you're going to hurt a lot of Ryzil. Next would be, wow, what is this? Bestial with Tachyon. Interesting. Also played Rivalry and Goes in Match, no? Goes in Match could hurt you because you're playing light and dark at the same time. And next would be Runic Generator. And yeah. That sums up our OCG Metagame Report and Dexys reviews from September 24 to 29 post WPP 2024. So if you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing into my YouTube channel. It definitely motivates me a lot to keep going and provide this content for you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.